Okay, so if you guys haven't seen the results of battles yet, this is what you get when you've been playing on SteemMonsters. So, so you, there's your opponent, when it was, as far as how long ago, type, mana of the match, details is just the, you can just see the battle ID, and then you can go to a replay. So if you see here, Cool Bowser's been kind of kicking my ass all day with the same deck, and you know, for a while I was just playing the deck that I had been playing because I figured there was enough, other players, but apparently nobody else is playing. So I designed a deck to specifically counter him, and it's got a really interesting deck that he's been using, or team, I guess I should say. So there's Selenia, Cockatrice, Frost Giant, Enchanted Pixie, Crustacean King, and Lightning Dragon. So the whole point of this team is to protect the Lightning Dragon, because at the moment it's really overpowered. It's got you get an archery bonus from Selenia. You get you know, a strong, fast, ranged attack. You get Pierce, and you get Blast. So those things together are way overpowered, and it's probably going to get nerfed, but but it's fun in the meantime. So we went over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, and finally I decided just to target that particular team, and I finally won one. So let's watch and see how that works out. If this will work. Come on, SteemMonsters. Alright, so my computer's lagging pretty badly here. Let's see if I can close this. Got a Steam game open, which takes a lot of power on my underpowered computer here. Okay, so these are the lineups. So I said Cockatrice, Frost Giant, Enchanted Pixie, Crustacean King, and Lightning Dragon. And I've got the Lord of Darkness, and backed up by Skeleton Assassin, Elven Pixie, Undead Priest, Haunted Spider, and Magisphinx. So you can see that we've got a double sneak here. So the goal is to take out this Lightning Dragon as quickly as possible. And we'll see how that goes. Let's rumble. Okay, so Selenia's applying archery bonus. We got Protect from... well, the replay and the recording is kind of fighting with each other here. But let's see. Okay, so we've got, or let's say their team that has an armor bonus from the Protect on the Crustacean King. Zintar applies a -1 on all melees. And then we've got a Slow and a Weaken from the Undead Priest. And countering that, we've got Inspire from the Enchanted Pixie. And both the Frost Giant and the Lightning Dragon have the ability to stun, which is kind of important. Now, Lord of Darkness I like a lot as a tank because it can stun, it has Enrage, and it's got Shield, so it'll last longer, and it has Retaliate. So Retaliate's fantastic when it triggers, or when it procs. It doesn't always, but when it does, it works great. So, Lightning Dragon attacked, and it's going to blast my Undead Priest here. Cockatrice doesn't do anything, but my LOD gets a Retaliate. However, it misses. Okay, Sneak worked, and Sneak missed. That's kind of a problem. Magic Attack works, but it triggers Enrage, and nobody can seem to hit Cockatrice except for magic attacks. So that's good. And then we're going on the Frost Giant, and Crustacean attacks, Frost Giant attacks, Shield does a good job of mitigating that, Retaliate attacks, LOD attacks again just as it's natural. So now we're in round 2. Attack and blast again, takes out my Skeleton Assassin, so there goes one of my sneaks. Sneak again, missed. And Enchanted Pixie takes out Lord of Darkness, which is kind of ridiculous. Now we can see that Sneak is gone because the Elven Cutthroat is in the front slot. So even though it has Sneak, it's going to attack that front slot card. So there goes my plan to take out the Lightning Dragon. We'll see how this goes. So take out Frost Giant pretty easily, which is good. And that frees up some speed. And Elven Cutthroat misses again. And Haunted Spider does an attack, and Lightning Dragon takes out Elven Cutthroat. And almost my Undead Priest. So next attack is going to take out Undead Priest, definitely. Now, we've got a range in the front slot. He's not going to be able to do anything except for healing. So, heals himself. Another round. We got an attack. And this guy's dead. Blast. Now, my archer is in the front position as well, so these two aren't going to be attacking each other. I've just got my Magic Sphinx as my leftover. And, but at 4 magic, 4 health, takes him out. And that is the game, because now the Lightning Dragon can't attack. So it's just going to be whittled away by my magic attack. And here we are on round 7. And boom, there we go. So finally, I was able to beat Cool Bowser. 1 out of 7 ain't bad, right? So, part of the challenge with SteemMonsters is that, you know, every deck is going to have strengths and weaknesses, or every team is going to have strengths and weaknesses. So your team might be great against certain groups of opponents and might suck against other opponents. In this case, I just happened to be constantly matched up against Cool Bowser, who had a strong deck against my team, so I had to change teams. This team that I fielded here would not be good against some other teams. So, you know, it has strong sneak, so it would not be, it's strong on sneak and strong on magic, you know, moderately. So it would not be good against the double healing white team with the clay golem, because that's going to absorb magic, and it's also not going to be great against like a death team that was fielding the Enchanted Spirit, I think it is, because it has a void ability. So, you know, it's a little bit, you know, strengths and weaknesses, and it's also a little bit luck of the draw. So that's how it is right now. I know we were talking in the Maverick room, it's either earlier today or yesterday, about you know, fielding a team and then being able to substitute or rearrange things on the fly, which would add another layer of strategy to this. But even so, as it is, you know, you'll see trends kind of appear in the teams, and then, you know, the people playing have to adapt to those and counter attack and so forth. So, you know, it's lots of fun. So, it looks like play is going to be opening up to everybody in the next week or so. So, looking forward to it.